How you doing, folks? This is it. This is the end of season 1 of the tale of Artemis Pendergast. The stars in our scars. Or is it the scars in our stars?
It's the
I
stars
invented
in our scars.
I invented the title and I can't remember it.
It's the stars in our scars. Think not alphabetical.
But I think alphabetical. It works both ways though, and that's the problem. But that's beside the point. This is it. Season 1. Alas, Ashley, being a kick-ass all-star accountant, must get ready for tax season. Now she's got a couple more episodes of William up her sleeve, and I'm looking forward to playing them. But I have compressed what remains of her story into this episode, and it fit like a glove. So this is it. This is the big one. That's going to end with a cliffhanger, and I don't want you to go into this with false expectations, because I hate that. So, Ashley.
Yes.
Would you like to fill them in very quickly where we left off, or shall I?
No, I can.
Okay.
So, okay, Artemis found herself in Multnomah Falls, looking for answers as to how to untether herself from the contract with the big bad wolf. And the werewolves there said they would help her, but that they needed her help in return to find this woman who was like positioned there as the sheriff, I believe, or a park ranger, or she was a park ranger, and she was wolf blooded, so she hadn't turned into a werewolf yet, but she had the potential. And she went missing. So Artemis tracked her down, found her at this like I don't know, S&M club, I guess. And
Basically, a very high class nightclub / optional brothel.
yeah, and while she was trying to convince her to leave, because this girl didn't want to like have to just sit there and basically she called herself like a servant to these werewolves. Artemis was trying to convince her that she should go because be turning into a werewolf without having guidance from werewolves you can trust leads to problems, because that's what happened for Artemis. But she didn't want to listen. One of the other werewolves showed up there because Artemis found there was like this weird spirit energy, and she didn't know if she was going to be able to take care of that by herself. But then the wolf-blooded girl turned. Her name was hold on,
Emma.
Emma Bakerfield. She started turning into a werewolf when she saw that the owner of the nightclub had this like spirit attached to him. So Artemis and I forgot the werewolf, Bu had to like try to restrain her, and they needed to get her back to Multnomah Falls. So Artemis turned into Tiny Wolf, and I wish that she could parkour in Tiny Wolf, but she can only parkour in human form.
Yeah,
But she did,
maybe we'll come up with like a parkour for quadrupedal forms.
yeah.
But
So she was able to lead Emma back to Multnomah Falls, but the problem is because Emma changed in this nightclub in front of people. Granted, they were drugged out, but still. Um, and that she went running through. Artemis tried to keep her in alleys as much as possible, but people still saw, even though it does the lunacy, it still caused a problem, and it was in a territory that belonged to another pack. So they went and followed them. Artemis got her back to Multnomah Falls, but right as she got there, the other pack started coming up too. So now Artemis is possibly in trouble. uh,
possibly.
yeah.
So,
Hey, that's true. Mountain goats for parkour.
yes, but they didn't learn it in human form before switching into goat form. It would be different.
No, I know, but I'm saying
So
like I could learn it in
you could innovate
I
some
could
kind of wolf parkour. Why not?
yeah.
I'm into it.
I'll
Still
just
have.
go back to New Orleans and be like, Rory, let's go. Let's go running around the city real quick.
So, when last we left, you'd all just managed to bring Emma down, knock her out, and hopefully she'll be okay. When the howls down at the path leading up to Multnomah Falls indicated that that another pack was calling you a trespasser. Let's see. So Reese, the leader of the Multnomah Fall Wolves, looks that direction, then looks at you. Come on. We gotta get ready. Just everybody be cool. Don't give in to your tempers. We'll get through this, all right? He lets out a howl of his own, and you can see a pack approaching up the path. As they grow closer, they shift into their human forms. They look like an eclectic mix. You've got the almost tropish, homeless looking dude. You've got one guy in a suit. You've got a lady who's wearing like yoga juicy pants. It's a group of 5 werewolves. And they look universally pissed, or at least stern. They've got the we did not come to play look. Reese nods his head. The other one nods back. Looks like you just had a first change on our territory. Mm-hmm. You know what that means, right? We owe you a favor? No. Means Mother Moon wants that girl with us. How do you figure that? All that time up here, nothing. Down there, that's a sign. And what's more, this one just ripped up a club in our territory. Gestures over at you.
I did not.
Started some trouble, that's for damn sure.
But I didn't cause any property damage.
Oh my god, you talk like an accountant.
Because I am an accountant.
Oh god, another one? The werewolf in the suit is like,
Nod.
look, you were hunting in our territory. Your little wolf blood made the change in our territory. And then you led a merry little chase through our territory, which, by the way, kind of something we're going to have to cover up now.
Can you define hunting? Because I wasn't hunting in my definition of hunting.
Did you have a target?
Technically.
That's hunting.
All right, well, you got me there.
Thanks for seeing it our way. Anyway, local tradition dictates the girl is ours, and we are owed for our trouble. Reese gives a disarming smile that's got a bit too much tooth in it. I am perfectly willing to make remunerations for any damages or inconveniences you've gone through, but if you think we're just going to give up Molly, then you've got another thing coming.
Emma.
What'd I say? I said Molly.
Molly.
Yeah, Emma. If you think you're giving up Emma, you got another thing coming. The other leader smiles back. I suppose we could fight this out where we stand. But I'm a wolf of the law. We need an Elidoth of the third party. Reese's eyes narrow. There are no third parties in Portland who will judge us fairly. The other leader, good Elidoth doesn't have any pre-existing bias. You feel a whisper in your ear. You may stand for them.
What?
You could stand for them.
Who's whispering in my ear?
Feels like that spirit you got out of the box.
Oh. Stand for who?
Reese and the leader wolf both look at you.
What? Don't mind me.
Well, unfortunately, we do mind you because you're the one who would pass through our territory.
Okay. Well, I'll stand for you.
Reese is like, you mean... Okay, how about that?
What did I just do?
The voice is gone.
Damn it.
No, I think that's a good idea. Artemis here. She's new to the area. That makes sense. The other one. Okay, then. He turns around, beep, 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 beeps into a phone, walks away. Reese walks over to you. I can't tell you how much we're going to owe you for this.
I'm not really clear on what's going on.
All right. A wolf born under the sign of the half moon can act as a mediator and a judge when there are problems within a pack or between packs or protectorates.
But I wasn't born under a moon.
Yeah, but you're not the one who's going to stand you're not the one who's going to judge. You're going to be the one who stands to be judged.
Oh. Great. Okay.
It's good because we're not exactly popular here.
Okay, well, let's hope my personality doesn't turn people off here.
You've only been charming to me. About a minute later, the other wolf comes back. All right. Camden's on his way. Reese thinks this over. Camden's a good call. Camden's okay.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Hope that didn't deafen everyone. All right.
It wasn't that loud for me.
Oh, thank you. So, let's see.
Hey, Reese.
Yeah.
Do I get a lawyer?
You kind of are the lawyer.
I'm only an IRS agent.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure that one out. But it doesn't matter. It's not American law.
Oh, good. So law I'm not even acquainted with.
Yeah, so, just play it by heart. You all stand in a rather tense little standoff for about 20 minutes when a car pulls up. Stepping out of the back, you see that now this car is not nice. It's like a rattletrap Chevrolet, just absolute rust bucket. Inside, you can see a few scruffy looking individuals. Stepping out from the back seat is a man wearing aviator shades, greasy hair hanging down, curling to his chin, leather jacket, jeans. It's weird because visually there's nothing appealing about this guy, but there is some indefinable magnetism about him. Like, wow.
Like close to majesty.
In a way, but he's definitely a werewolf. Just something about him is like, pay attention to this guy.
Okay.
The opposing leader, Wolf, nods to him. Camden, thanks. He gives a nod, walks over near about the same distance between you and Reese and the opposition. All right. Let's do this quick. What is the nature of the challenge? Rand, you go first. The opposition werewolf lifts his chin. Rand, apparently, is his name. A new wolf was born under our territory, and these ones came to hunt her and caused a little bit of a ruckus with a long-standing source of prey for us. Then caused lunacy in a path leading this one back here. We demand the return of the wolf, and we demand restitution be made for our troubles and the disruption of our hunting grounds and the breaking of the sanctity of our territory. Camden takes that in. Turns. Reese. Emma has been our wolf-blooded for a long time. There's absolutely no particular reason that she should be made to stay with a different pack just because her change happened under the stress of their mismanaged territory. Fact is, wouldn't have been a threat if they were taking care of that territory. But they're allowing this thing to fester within their borders. That's not our fault. Now, we understand that we have made trouble. We understand that that has inconvenienced them, and we are prepared to pay a restitution. But we will not surrender that. We will not surrender our pack's blood to an end. He's actually getting a little tongue-tied. We're not giving up Emma. Camden is impassive behind his shades. Will you accept restitution? Rand, yeah, that's fair. We're not unreasonable, even to your kind. Still, the moon has spoken. Which took place on our grounds. Emma is ours. Camden looks between the two groups. Is either side willing to break on this matter? Both shake their heads. Okay. Well, you're going to duke it out then. Who stands for Rand's pack?
Is it the other accountant?
I'll
calculate him under the table.
It is, actually.
Yes. Let the spreadsheet battle begin.
And who stands for Reese's pack?
Me.
You step forward. All right. Well, ritual combat. What can I say? I'd love to make this more formal, but frankly, this whole damn thing is ridiculous to me. So, get ready. Try not to kill each other. Let's just consider this a fight to dominance. You get lost in the storm of your own rage. Well, everybody's obliged to stop you if you fall into a killing frenzy. Understand? Avoid the CoDTooth. Reese walks over to you. It really means a lot, you stepping forward and standing up for us. They're more likely to be a little more courteous to you being an outsider. And what's more, a couple of us are, well, scared to fight other Aratha.
Why?
It's not that we might, it's not what might happen to us, it's what we might do to them.
Gotcha.
Just stay cool.
So this is kind of like a wrestling match, hold them down, one count to 10 kind of a deal.
More like a beat him down until he doesn't get up.
All right.
Now, I know Harry looks like a suit, but that guy's got a lot of repressed rage.
Well, so do I.
Right, which is partly the problem. Don't lose yourself, okay?
I think I have a trick up my sleeve that will help with that.
Don't switch to Guru if you plan to fight longer than you can stay under control. You lose it, ain't much we can do. But worse comes to worse. If you feel like you've gone over the edge, or if he seems to go over the edge, try to get to the pools behind the falls. They have a calming effect. Okay?
Okay.
Last thing we need is somebody dead tonight. That's just going to make things worse.
Okay.
You glance over and see that Harry, the accountant werewolf, God, the things I didn't plan on saying today, he's taken off his suit. He's like listening to his pack, giving tips. They're throwing looks at you, not sure what to make of you.
So I have a quick question. I have a merit called Relentless Assault.
Mm-hmm.
And I have something, and part of that is drop of the hat, so I can add +3 to my initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Is that useful here?
That means you can get the first strike.
All right.
Okay. Thank you for that. I get to factor it in. Ba-ba-boo.
Okay.
Any last minute preparation you need to make, or are we good to go?
I'm just looking at Okay. So I have a know thy prey.
Mm-hmm.
Basically it will give me knowledge of my prey as long as someone around here knows something, like weakness, or like a weakness, like an Achilles heel would be helpful. So it costs 1 essence, and it's my wits plus socialize plus honor. So
Which is
6.
not bad. Okay.
I used an essence.
All right, that's good. Harry is a Rahu. That's a full moon warrior wolf.
Okay.
He has some difficulty restraining his rage when he gets into a fight,
Okay.
but he's aware of it, and he does his best to mitigate it, which means that he will be a little distracted. That being said, if you push him too far, he may succumb to it. You can take advantage of this,
I can.
but if you do, you're playing with fire.
Right, but then he essentially would forfeit, right?
Not necessarily.
Well, I thought the rules were if any of us goes into CoDTooth, then
Reese can explain a little better. It's less rule, more guideline. Camden would prefer that no one dies. That doesn't mean death is a disqualifier.
okay.
It's more of a don't waste manpower kind of thing.
Gotcha.
What's more, death tends to breed long-standing grudges, and he's here as a peacemaker.
Okay. So I probably don't want to use Insight Fury then.
You actively don't.
I actively don't. I won't use that. But I can use One Step Ahead.
Well, one step ahead is for tracking.
Oh shoot, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reading what I've got here real quick.
Now, to set the scene of this little area of combat, this is the parking lot in front of the visitor lodge. You can see the falls, the moon above. There are some pine trees nearby, but you've got a lot of open asphalt to play with. There are no boundaries for this fight. It can take you down into the waters that you have, the waterfalls are going down into. Excuse me. You've got there's a couple of cars parked nearby. Probably don't want to destroy those, but then again, werewolves. There's a few benches. It's a pretty open ground.
Okay. So I have professional training because I was a cop. They teach you how to like take down people peacefully.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So can I use that in my other forms?
Do you have your police combat training?
Yeah, the professional training.
No, professional training is a different merit, but there's a police tactics merit that I think you have, which is like take down and cuff.
No, I didn't take that one. You only gave me professional training.
Oh, okay.
But I thought we used that for that.
No, they're two separate merits.
Okay. All right.
So, you ready for the fight?
I guess so.
All right.
Oh, wait. Are there any rules about using help?
It's just the two of you.
So what about like ghosts?
No spirits. It's just the two of you. A spirit counts as a person for the sake of the fight.
It's not a spirit, it's a ghost.
Werewolves are sometimes inclined to view ghosts as spirits.
Oh, all right.
No other entities may be involved, whatever their nature or form. You could just as easily say, well, vampires helped me, but they're dead, so,
Right.
No. All right.
Okay.
With a single barked challenge, combat is met. And you've got the drop on it.
All right. I'm going to change into tiny wolf first.
All right.
And I want to try to like, you know, bounce around Nip when I can.
He is going to switch to large wolf. And he is going for the bite. You're doing full defense?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna
And
try to tire him.
All right, what's your defense?
Oh, duh, it's over here. 5.
That's very lucky because that was a hell of a bite he just threw at you, and you think it would have ripped your leg off.
Okay.
This guy's fast. He's good. Tiring him out may not be an option, but we'll find out. All right. Your move.
Okay. I'm gonna try my luck in the forest.
Okay, you're dashing into the woods.
Yep.
Boom. The rest of the attendant packs are following close at hand.
If I can get far ahead enough, I want to find like a big ass branch and shift to Daru and smack him with it.
Are we talking about rip the branch off and use it as a weapon, or are you talking about pull it back and thwap him if you can find one?
Rip it off and use it as a weapon.
All right, give me a quick strength check.
They didn't say there were any rules on that, right?
No, that's fair. Strength athletics.
So, okay, so in Daru form, which is what I would be, it would be 6.
We'll say that you got enough of a lead that you have time to change. You find a convenient branch, and one-handed, just you have gained a club.
Woo! Okay, so
he comes bounding at you, just full bore giant wolf. You are, I mean, the run, the shift, and the grab were your action. So
right.
he's coming at you. What's your defense in this form?
5.
All right. You manage to sidestep out of the way. He skids, comes wheeling around. Okay, your move.
Hold on a second. I think I'm wrong with my defenses on some of my my things. I'll have to change that later. Okay, my move.
Mm-hmm.
Smack him with the tree branch.
All right, give me your strength plus your melee.
Brawl.
Melee.
I don't have melee.
Well, you're trying to use a weapon, not hitting him with your fists.
You mean weaponry?
Yes, weaponry. Sorry.
Okay, I'm like, there is nothing. 5.
It's a whiff. He dodges
damn.
right around it
Damn.
and goes in to get you. You managed to interpose the branch between the two of you, but he grabs it and rips it away.
Damn. All right. I'm gonna claw at him.
Strength plus brawl, please.
8.
See, now we're talking. Ooh, that was a good hit. Your fist comes just right onto his giant wolf snout. Bam! You feel something crack under your knuckles.
Since I'm on 2 legs now, can I parkour?
Yes, but there's not a lot to parkour on.
Sure there are. Trees, rocks.
Okay. All right, he pulls back and shifts into Dalu.
Okay.
2 mighty motherfuckers fighting in the woods. All right.
How close are we to the water?
Well, you went the other direction.
Oh. I thought the water was in the woods.
If you want to run to the water, if you want to run back to the water, you can.
No, it's fine. I don't even know if that would work.
All right. So he's. Let's see. He has shifted. It's your move.
Hit him.
All right.
With my claws.
Oh. Going for blood. All right. It's a hit, but he takes it.
Okay.
He will. Your fist impacts his chest. He takes the hit, grabs your arm, and full body wrenches you over onto the ground.
Ow.
Yes.
I can absorb damage though.
You are absorbing damage.
Oh, okay. But I was gonna say I can absorb it further because I have forgot what it's called. Oh, well, Relentless Assault 1 lets me absorb it even more.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I have Shield Breaker.
Uh-huh.
Says it's armor piercing, equal to my glory, and it's used with brawl or weaponry. Does it? But he doesn't have armor, right?
He does not.
Okay, and then never mind. All right, well.
He's just shy of naked.
Okay, so he's still holding on to my arm?
Yes, and you are prone.
Okay, can I go ahead and just try to fling him down too? Like use the momentum of him flinging me to fling him?
And you do. You catch him in the roll and pull him down as well. It is to ground pounding, which I don't believe either of you has the wrestling skills to make the most of this.
No.
All right. You're effectively caught in a grapple. So what do you want to try to do?
Can I punch while I'm in a grapple, or do I have to get out first?
You can try to cause some damage while you're in a grapple.
All right, punch. Kidney shot.
All right. He is returning. You're both given as good as you're getting, but both of you are absorbing the sheer force of these blows.
Is there a rock nearby?
Yeah, you could probably scrabble around to find something.
I want a rock to hit him with.
Your melee was 5?
A weapon, yeah, 5.
Weaponry, yes. Wow, that was actually a good choice. You grab the rock and just full arc swing it down onto his head. Something cracks. He actually lets out something between a grunt and a yip. And he pulls away and shifts into war form.
Uh-oh. Okay, how many rounds again do I have in Garu? Oh no, I can stay in Garu without
Without
hulking
losing
out.
your shit.
But if I'm fighting, it doesn't count, right? I lose my shit. Oh. Kevin, we'll be back. Welcome back.
It's tradition. So, okay.
I'm sorry. Forget the rule. I should probably just write them down.
No, it's fine. You are, I think you've got about 5 rounds we figured out.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 rounds
Of
and
combat.
then after combat, and then after that, if I don't, I have to roll to shift, right?
You can shift to something else. After that, you're gonna have a bad night. It's just a question of whether you're going to choose where you have that bad night.
Okay. All right, well, let's give it a go.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna stay like this for a minute. I'm gonna shift to Big Wolf.
Okay.
So
Speed
Urshel.
is on your side. What do you want to do?
So I'm gonna shift to Big Wolf, and I'm gonna try to like I'm gonna try to bite at his like ankle tendon.
All right, remember that your bites are the source of your aggravated damage.
Are we not allowed to do that?
Oh, you're allowed. It's just more likely to drive him to like, oh shit, she's trying to kill me.
Okay.
But
How?
it's a perfectly valid tactic, and it is how you do your racking. But he is in a form that will regenerate it.
It's fine. Um. Actually, you know what? I have a better idea. I want to stay in Daru. I'm gonna try to run and like when he's coming at me, throw rocks and shit at him.
So you're just trying to provoke him.
I'm trying to keep him away from me. Play keep away.
I would recommend your small wolf form then, because he's very much faster than you like this.
Oh, all right. Um, is there? I'm trying to like I'm trying to cartoon this, or like you know where you get to a cliff and then like you jump off but you're fine, and then the guy behind you falls down.
I mean, if you're trying to like use the environment to your advantage, water would definitely be better than woods right now.
All right, let's get to the water.
All right, so okay, that versus your okay. You're lucky that you're fast because he is right on your tail, and every now and again, like as you dodge to the side, a massive hand is like grasping where you just were. It's scary, but you manage to cross the parking lot. The pack again is trying to keep up on the periphery of the fight. Do you want to just dive off the cliff, or do you want to stay your ground here and try to draw him over?
I'm gonna try to draw him. Well, I mean, I'm okay in the water,
Yeah,
and he's real big right now. Does not bode well for water.
real
Dive in the
big.
water. Dive in the water. Paddle. Doggy paddle.
You dive. He follows. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Uh oh.
And he catches you as the two of you fall
Oh no!
and is sinking claws into you and just savaging you something fierce. Take 3 points lethal.
Shit. Can I shift
What are you shifting to?
Garu?
Okay, the splash is enormous as two full-size werewolves impact the water. Let's see. All right. And you managed to maneuver him under you.
Okay. I'm gonna try to knock him out while he's under the water.
All right. Both of you are under the water for the moment, but you have the high ground, as it were. So, okay. Versus his. You're holding him down. All right. Are you just trying
Can I?
to basically like drown him out?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna try to like hit him too to knock him unconscious, but my brawl in this form is 10.
Well, bear in mind, I mean, in your Guru form, you just regenerate every round.
That's true.
So knocking him unconscious is very unlikely.
I just want to try to keep him under.
You are succeeding at that.
You can only hold your breath for so long.
All right, just gonna round by round this. Okay, you're holding. He is doing his damnedest, but he was not equipped for this particular tactic.
The water is my sanctuary.
God bless you. Shout out to all the Kindred the Embraced fans out there, if there are any.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid, we are. You're among friends. All right. The splashing is incredible. He is struggling, fighting, pounding, clawing at you, but you are regenerating as quickly as he does. What he does not regenerate is breath. And if he wants to hold out any further, he's going to have to go berserk. You feel him shrink in your hands. And he has reverted back to a human form, and he has wrapped his hands around, like he has wrapped his arms around your hands and is tapping you.
Okay, let him go. And then shift back to my human.
Gasping for breath, you pull him out. He looks at you and he's like, just, you can't tell if it's resentment or hate or just, I almost drowned. But he looks angry. As the two of you pull out of the water, he looks at you with no small amount of shame and lets out a howl of defeat. In human form, it sounds all the more pathetic. You hear a few cheers from above, a few, God damn it. And this is, with your enhanced hearing even over the falls. You make your way back up to the parking lot. Reese and the others step forward, clapping you on the shoulder. Holy crap, you did it. That's amazing. Harry is, wow. That's wow. Even BU is throwing you a smile. The other pack is like looking at Harry, a couple of them, hey, it's okay. He's like, Rand is just like, Camden raises a fist. By combat it is spoken. The werewolf Artemis of the Multnomah pack has made victory known, and through it truth has been found.
Don't use that word, please.
All at once the world seems to slow down.
No.
In the distance you hear howls.
Fuck.
The world comes crashing inward in a swirl and a storm of howls in a language other than the first tongue. We had a deal.
I didn't join them. I was just helping. Their word, not mine.
The world seems dark. Nothing is around you. No one is around you.
Did I lose my soul again?
Words in German.
Oh, shit.
You don't remember the exact words, but you remember the phrasing enough.
I speak German.
Mm-hmm. And yet these feel foreign. Maybe you didn't speak German then. You're outside Soros's house, your old partner in New Orleans. His van is parked outside. Somewhere inside you think there's William. In that van you think there are organs. And Soros is coming at you. He's wearing his lab coat. His form seems distorted and twisted, the stitch marks across his face and flesh indicating what he truly is. You remember those were the words that activated his programming.
Oh, shit.
And he's coming at you.
Do I remember the words to deactivate the programming?
You didn't then.
So I don't now?
You don't now.
Ah, crap. You're dead.
Because you killed me.
I did not.
He holds his fingers forward and a bolt of lightning arcs out at you.
Oh, get out of the way. Don't get out of the way.
Take 2 lightning. Take 2 lethal.
Okay. Can I shift here?
Mm-hmm.
To Daru?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Punch him.
All right. Going in for a punch.
Yep. I didn't kill you, but you lied to me, you son of a bitch.
It's a solid hit. Right on his jaw. Boom. And part of his jaw seems to have... You see a strap appear across his chin where you hit him. It's as though the strap should be connected to other things, but it just sits there. I didn't lie to you. He's still attacking you, but he's talking very casually like he's not.
Well, I'm gonna keep fighting him while we're talking then. Talk and fight.
Throws a punch, but you manage to dance out of the way. I didn't lie to you. I was the lie. It got done to me. Your move.
Can I just like push him so he can just fall backwards?
I mean, he's fairly quick on his feet.
I'll just punch him. I'll just punch him.
All right. That is a brutal impact into his chest, and you see more straps appear across his chest.
But you knew something was wrong and you didn't tell me. And you were supposed to be my friend.
He backhands at you, and his fist impacts and shoots sparks of electricity across you. Take 3 lethal.
I'm not doing very well right now.
Remember your regeneration.
How much do I regenerate?
Oh God, I have to look it up. We had it written down.
No, I didn't.
Dude. Well, you went into this fight totally regenerated.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, remember you were in your full wolf form that regenerates every round?
Oh.
Or the turn.
Alright, well then I'm alright.
Alright.
So, okay.
And you can spend essence to upgrade regeneration from bashing to lethal reflexively.
You mean lethal to bashing?
Sorry, that's what I mean, yes.
Okay. Alright, I'm okay then. Okay. So I said the whole that you knew something was wrong, but you didn't tell me, and that wasn't part of our agreement. And I punched him.
All right. Your punch. You actually catch him on the wrist as it retracts from hitting you and twist it. You feel something snap, and as you do, it seems bound to a piece of metal and straps across his wrist and his forearm. His hand is encased in a metal sleeve of sorts that keeps his fingers from getting free.
Okay.
What about you? Aren't you lying to yourself?
No.
He pulls back and pulls a gun.
Is there silver in that gun?
No way to tell until it hits you, which it doesn't. You're moved.
Do I have a gun?
Yes, you have your sidearm. Government issue.
Actually, I'm just gonna try to take the gun away from him.
All right. I'm just gonna keep it flowing here. Yep. You reach forward and grab his arm, squeezing his wrist until it lets go, and you pull your fingers back as a similar to the other arm piece of metal, like square table metal, applies itself to his arm where you gripped it and crushed. There's the mitt over the hand and the strap at the wrist and the elbow again. He swings at you with the other table piece on his arm. Definitely moving more clumsy.
Can I kick one of his legs?
Mm-hmm.
Or try to like sweep kick so he falls back and kick his legs out from under him?
You've gotten very good at hand to hand. Yes, you bring it around in a reverse sweep, very Muay Thai, and he goes crashing to the ground. As his back hits, he's made rigid by a table construction that connects to the straps. His head impacts and the table extends under it. And you look around and notice that the world has shifted. In the distance, you can hear Nazi chanting and gunfire. You can see that the pieces of the table are connecting, and that no longer are you standing on the street outside his house. Now the disquiet machine is behind him. Around you are the pieces of the people who've been torn apart by the organ leggers in New Orleans. You see the labels of Natasha's pieces. You see the remains of what once was Anton Savoy.
Oh, yeah,
You see the neatly packaged bits of dozens of supernaturals harvested over the year. He's connected to the machine, no longer able to fight you. And he says, I was as good a friend to you as I knew how to be. And you killed me.
I didn't.
Who hit the switch?
'Cause it couldn't let you stay like that.
You gonna let me stay like this again?
No.
The switch is right there in front of you.
Pull the switch. Damn it, he had to bring Soros into it.
All right. The air is cool. Only candles warm it up. The library is gilt in gold, but for the Geheim, gold is cheap. The books are worth far more to them, and there are many. Here at their castle in Habsburg, if I remember correctly, there's, of course, no light. The Graf brought you in here. His gold hounds escorted you, but you don't see them around. You're pretty sure others should be with you, but it's just you and a short man, balding in a pinstripe suit, holding a thick book. He
Hey,
offered it to
Pinstripe.
you.
I said, hey, Pinstripe.
He doesn't offer you the book like he did last time, like he's supposed to. Hello, Artemis.
Or aren't you gonna give me the book?
You don't need the book here. You did then. You don't now.
Where am I?
You're here, but not here. So am I, in fact. I'm only somewhat real.
Is this just in my head?
Yes and no. More places than your head. It's within you. Let's put it that way.
Oh, Soros was here last time.
Not really. In a way, but not really. Not the way you'd normally use that language. It's really the problem, isn't it?
Language.
Whether it's any of your mortal tongues or the first tongue, there really isn't a language for what you're going through. Not one that you could understand. None of your species have yet concocted language to grasp the concepts of what's happening right now. In fact, it's rather rare your kind and mine interact, let alone so often. But I suppose we're both rogues and exceptions, aren't we? Players in a great game.
I guess.
If I were given to prayer, I would pray we always remain on the same side. You have such unfathomable potential, for good or ill. Well, the choice is always, always with you, even for you. Soros was a creature incapable of choice, really. That's a shame. He was made with that potential, but you were the one to fulfill it. You didn't so much steal his destiny as you stepped in to complete it. Perhaps he might have found his golden dawn had he only found the strength to do that. That's what life, real life, is. Making choices, accepting consequences, adapting without compromising the most important points. Conflict is life because it reveals our true nature. That's the only sacred thing, who we really are, under the skin and bone and pretend. Who and what we are when the chips are down and our backs are to the wall. Finding that in others reveals who your real friends are, the ones who will never let you fall. Finding that in yourself, well, whole religions have been devoted to that. The unfettered, discovered, chosen truth of self.
So how do I get out of here?
You have so many ideas about who you are, what you are, but you have yet to realize that pinnacle purpose, Vioratha. You are not the prey. You are the hunter. You've become very good at running, Artemis. It's time to stop running away and decide what you're running toward. Pursue your true purpose, your true goal, your true self, and all else has a way of falling into place.
But I can't.
What's stopping you?
The big bad wolf.
You're talking about running again. You're not talking about hunting. What are you, Artemis?
I mean, I'm a few things.
Go on.
Well, IRS agent. Uratha, Star Wolf, whatever that's supposed to mean anymore.
In your first tongue, Namdar. Do you know what that is?
I only know what I've been told. That I go where I'm needed.
But what have you discovered about that? You've walked the path while others have only told you what the path is.
I mean, everywhere I've gone, I've helped people.
Mm-hmm. And what has made that possible?
I don't know.
You have gifts no other wolves have, except for the rare other Namdar. But those gifts have only assisted you in choice.
If I couldn't help Soros,
Your place, if I may be so bold, and be yet another external voice trying to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. Your place is to move destiny along, to be in the right place at the right time, to do what you must to make the world what it must be.
but I couldn't help him.
It wasn't your place to help him.
But he was my friend.
And that's tragic. It's sad. And I am truly sorry. Soros wouldn't have existed were it not for me. But I gave him the potential to break free of it. He didn't take that chance. He failed to make a choice, and so the world led him where he would go. He made his choices. All you did was release him. You didn't fail him. He failed himself.
Yeah.
The real question for you, Artemis, is if destiny moves you, do you have choice?
Doesn't feel like it.
Try to look back and think of the moments when you had a choice.
Yeah, well, I screwed that up.
I don't think you did, for what that's worth.
Sure I did. I made a pact with a demon, lost my soul, and almost killed all my friends.
But in doing so, didn't you unlock certain insights that made it possible to save an entire city? Maybe even the world from a grandiose enough point of view?
I don't think. I don't really think so. I mean, I left New Orleans for a reason.
Mm-hmm. But you stayed in New Orleans actually for a reason as well. Do you think your friends would have survived what happened if not for what you did?
But it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for what I did.
That's not true. What
Isn't
was
it?
brewing had been brewing for almost 100 years. And it had been waiting to begin for far longer than you can conceive time. Days back to the time of your own father wolf, the first wolf. These things have looked for ways to enter this world, and you may have entered under false precepts, but you became an agent working from within. You see, I'm not privy to every secret of the universe, believe it or not. But I can tell you my opinion on one thing. Destiny only goes so far. You are in the right place at the right time to make momentous choices. But prophecy never carries anything past being in the right place at the right time.
But I always feel like I have to make a certain choice. Like I'm not gonna leave people to get hurt or to be stuck as part of whatever that machine was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I feel like I don't have a choice. I can't, even if I break this pack with the big bad wolf, I can't join a pack or have a family.
If you find a way out of your pact, I think you can do whatever you want.
No, because I'm still a Namdar.
Recognizing what you are is the first step into discovering what that can do. You have felt the weight of destiny on your shoulders, and you've been too preoccupied with where it's taken you and what it has made you do to consider the power that that has given you. And is it really so wrong to be the one who makes those decisions?
I guess
Do you
not.
know why your Namdar are so rare?
I mean, you can't have people running around fixing things everywhere with destiny, right?
Well, it might be argued that we all move along those lines, but no. From a purely scientific standpoint, a stellar eclipse is infinitely more rare. It is literally being in the right place at the right time, the exact right place at the exact right time. That doesn't happen often. And the odds that it would happen to somebody purely by chance in a universe as under the thumb as you suggest means that you were chosen. And do you think such literally celestial powers would make a choice lightly? Do you think they would choose with caprice? You are less beholden to the moon than the stars. The moon may be capricious, but the stars are not. You were chosen for a reason. Not to force you to become what they want you to be, but because you are what they want you to be. And perhaps, just perhaps, your purpose is not to serve their design. Perhaps you are less a servant and more of an ally, and they've merely given you the tools necessary to make the world what you think it should be, because they agree with your ideas. Hmm?
Maybe.
Well, that's a good answer. Because maybe suggests possibilities and choices. Choices are exactly what you should be thinking about. I would ask only one thing, that you consider the idea that you are the one making those choices. Some of them you pay for, other ones you grow from. A good challenge is an opportunity to grow. You have faced many challenges, Artemis Pendergast. Namda Ghost Wolf. Perhaps those challenges are your opportunity to seize destiny and make it your own. The room seems to, it's starting to melt away. Anything you want to say, or just let it happen?
Just let it happen. Oh, I want to thank Pinstripe.
Now that's something I don't hear very often. He fades away with the light, the glint of candle off gold, until there's only the candlelight, only the candle, their flames. And then they start flickering electronically. The light comes back up. You're in a wine cellar. Casks to either side, a small recess with a low table, 2 chairs. You sit in one, and across you is Donovan, the sheriff of New Orleans. A couple of his hounds are nearby, and between you there are 2 wine glasses. The intoxicating scent of blood wafts from them. Donovan sits considering you, his dark hair slicked back, black turtleneck, black slacks. He definitely has a look. He is slowly pushing the glass toward you before he picks up his own.
There's blood in it, though, right?
And the smell of it has never been so good in your whole life. We're not so dissimilar, are we? If there's something wrong with your hunger, then there's something wrong with mine. And I assure you, there's nothing wrong with slaking thirst. He toasts you, and his every swallow of blood drains your glass. And with every swallow, you feel thirstier.
Okay, but the problem is you don't kill people when you quench your thirst.
You don't have to either.
I don't survive on blood.
Why not?
It's
If you crave the flesh of man, blood is flesh in its own way. It'll come back.
I don't think that's how that works.
As you say. I only know that our thirsts must be very compatible. If we both crave that which is within humans, then we take it. And you're mistaken. Sometimes I do kill. It goes against my better nature, but better nature can have. You drink some more, and your glass is drained down to halfway. Holy crap, you're thirsty.
So can I drink my glass?
If you want to. We just had a whole philosophical discussion about choice.
Right. Nope. I'm gonna fight the urge.
What you learn as a kin is that if you deny your thirst for too long, sooner or later the thirst always wins. And then you will kill. You feed the beast so that it will be more pliable to your will.
Well, I was able to fix this problem once before. I will fix it again.
He drinks further. There's maybe a swallow left, and that swallow feels like it could save your life. Would you like a resolve plus composure? Because I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah. 8.
Beautiful. With that roll, you actually feel rather resolved about your resistance.
Okay.
Yes, your mouth is dry as a desert. Yes, you feel shaky and hollow. You feel like if you don't have it, you'll die. But some part of you feels powerful in the face of defiance. I'm not here to tempt you, Artemis. I'm just offering you a choice. Or perhaps a better word would be option.
Well, I appreciate the option, and I'll keep it in mind, but I would prefer to kick the habit.
Well, if that's something you can do, I wish you all the luck in the world. He drains the glass. You feel an impact on your jaw.
Oh.
Sends you reeling to the ground. There's gravel under your hands. You look up and you can see that you are surrounded by the headlights of cars. Figures stand shadowy, backlit by the lights.
Well,
You smell werewolves and vampires alike, all watching.
Am I back at Multnomah Falls, or am I still...
No.
Okay. Was this like right before the hurricane when we found Soros in that lab and all that crap, or is this the
No,
hurricane?
you're outside. You turn and look behind you, and you can see Marcus, the leader of the exiled New Orleans werewolves, standing above you.
Did he hit me?
He did.
What the
He's
hell?
He stands before the mansion of the Prince of Baton Rouge. Spotlights are cast down on you, but you can see him. His face is twisted in rage.
This is not right.
His breath is hot in the cold night air.
Is he in human form?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the fuck?
Who are you to offer us our home back? You think you're special? The Namdar of prophecy and fate? You think I didn't know
Whoa.
what you were the first time I saw you? There was only one Uratha remaining in New Orleans, and your scent was all about him. Sorry,
That is
his
not
scent was all
how...
about you. You think I
That is
wouldn't know
not...
the musk of my own father? But it
This
was
isn't
wrong.
this isn't how this happened.
If he had succeeded, the wound would have been healed long before it festered into existence. But it's only grown. And here we see you, wearing his wrong scent, heavy with corruption. Uratha don't exist in that unless they've given into it. And we have ways of dealing with balehounds.
Damn it, Marcus, we already been through this.
He shifts into his war form and advances on you.
Shift into my Daru form and try to punch him when he gets to me.
You swing, and you're sitting on the ledge of a rooftop in New Orleans. You can hear crowds of people milling about below you. You're somewhere in the French Quarter by the river. And sitting beside you is William. The two of you watching the Mississippi Trail past.
Well, I never thought I'd say this, William, but it's good to see your face, even if you're not really here.
You always did have a weird hostility toward me, and I think I've only ever been friendly to you.
It comes with my issue of trusting people.
You trusted
Although
Soros.
maybe, I know, Maybe I should have trusted you instead.
Oh, I've been thinking about that myself. You remember this night, right?
Isn't this the night that you pushed me towards going to Digger and making a pact with the Meljan?
No, I never pushed you toward anything. But I did say you should learn more. Still,
I
this was the night.
remember us arguing, and you said something. Can't remember what, but it made me feel very alone.
Yeah. That was my fault, by the way. I'm sure you
No,
know that.
I mean, you didn't know. I didn't tell you, so how could you know?
I appreciate you saying that. Still, I was lonely too, and I was letting that get to me. Which is funny because when you looked at me, I had all these vampires to deal with, but there's
Right.
nothing lonelier than hanging out with vampires.
Well, I know that now. You guys are so petty and secretive.
You're telling me. God, I have to imagine what I come off like to other people. And I consider myself pretty open about everything, masquerade notwithstanding.
Yeah. You know, it's funny though. I wasn't supposed to have one, but you, Callie, Soros at some point, Nux, Rose, Josu, you guys were like my pack, my family, even though I didn't show it.
Tonight was the night that I tried to help you feed like I do.
Oh. Damn it, Kevin. More like, damn it, Discord. It's Discord's fault, not your fault,
Oh.
Kevin. I was like, damn it, Kevin. This is a touching moment.
It was the night that I tried to help you feed like I do.
Oh.
I didn't mean to damage you. I didn't have a frame of reference, and God, I was so damn young. I mean, I still am, I suppose, compared to what I might achieve, but all the same, I should have taken the time. I should have learned somehow rather than dragged you deeper into an addiction. You know, it seemed instinct. And I, of all people, should have known that instinct isn't always a good thing. You just seemed so natural. But, you know, what's natural to you is doom for me. Do you realize that?
What do you mean?
Your spirit is death to what's left of my soul.
Why?
You exist to kill.
Well, that's not true. There is a lot of werewolves that don't kill. I mean, the exiled New Orleans werewolves, they have a rule that you're not supposed to.
Kindred have a rule you're not supposed to.
Well, and you try really hard to follow that rule. I mean, that one time wasn't your fault.
Still, you achieve some measure of balance by seeking out something and killing it. When I kill, a little piece of me slips away. I forget that someone as fragile as a human can have meaning. Every time I get a little further away from me. But I think every time you do, you get a little closer to what you are. I don't mean offense by that.
But I don't want to kill.
Well, neither do I.
I
I'd
mean,
give a lot.
unless they really deserve it, you know? I mean, Dr. Lazarus was a real son of a bitch.
Yeah, but that's just it. You go from some people, don't kill anyone, to sometimes one slips between the cracks, people die, stuff breaks. And then it's some people gotta die. And then eventually it's anybody who gets in my way might as well be dead.
Right.
Do you think your kind and mine can ever really be friends?
Well, I mean, there's only one way for us to find out.
He looks up at the stars. And you feel yourself pulled back. The world looks antique here on the ground. Old buildings, old doors, old carpets. But everything is blood and rent flesh. A world of ragged gore and screaming wind sweeping into the gash between this world and the unfathomable next. Digger stands naked before you, white hair flowing, tattoos covering his body in blasphemous runes to Belphegor, and the echo of your pledge to that male Jin rings clear in the storm to come. He smiles broadly at you. This night was the night you hid yourself from the Uratha and became true and false in the ninth tribe.
Yeah, well, I fixed that problem, didn't I?
Not exactly. You delayed the inevitable.
No.
Anyway, as I say, you became true. You'll always be the ninth tribe. Of your own free will, you surrendered your soul to the Lord of Gluttony.
Right, and then I got it back, and I will not give it away again.
Did you?
Mostly.
You're lying,
No.
You're lying to yourself. I never lied to you.
You did lie to me.
That's how balehounds survive. Indeed, it's how we thrive. And do you know why? Because we use lies to reveal the truth. We steer reality by shaping its perception, but the ultimate conclusion is, inevitably, that we are right.
No, you're wrong. And that's just ass backwards logic.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't lie to you. I shifted perception, as anyone does when educating, to help you see the truth. So allow me another great lesson to you, and I will tell it without a single half-truth or half-lie.
Or twist of perception.
Not at all. Pure objective logic.
Mm-hmm.
If you are Namdar, if you are a star wolf, if you are a being of prophecy, who the constellations and fates and the moon all guide to where you are willed, and your destiny is so very fated, then you were always meant to become a child of the soulless wolf. And you belong with Valfagor forever.
No. I became that so that I could end up stopping you. Which I did.
And yet, you still belong with him.
No, not anymore.
We'll see. The storm blows at your back, and the flesh of this ragged world sweeps forward to grasp you and pull you into the womb.
No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You're descending into the pit,
Can't I
and
fight it?
the voice of that spirit says, "He's lying, even to himself. You can never trust one who should not trust himself."
Well, I know he's lying. Help me out of here.
You're being pulled through darkness. Ahead, you can hear chewing, 1,000 mouths consuming. And then, light from behind you. You hear a call in the darkness. "Artemis!" A single figure of light blazing down to grab you. Wings made of pure light, violently thrust, pulling you out of those grasping mouths. Out of the yawning chasm you fly, and the 1,000 mouths follow, slavering and biting. From the breach in the split world, you are pulled from the grasp of the wound, past the ragged world, past everything. And you find yourself deposited next to a lake under a full moon. But the stars seem to blaze far brighter here, and only their light shows the wood and the vines, the fallen logs set like furniture, and sitting upon which you see Callie, dressed very comfortably, her glowing rings retreating back behind her until she is simply a friend at ease. "I thought I felt you dreaming pain."
Yeah.
"Seemed like you needed help, and in dreams I can help you, even from over here. At least this time I can."
How have you been?
"Well, Josie's mopey, but that's a battle that's worth fighting." "How are you?"
Confused, mostly.
"Well, you're clearly hurting. You've got a lot of conflict inside, something I've come to understand very well."
Well, if only it was as simple as helping Josu with his conflict. Not that that was simple, but
"It never will be." "I hate to say it, but all those unresolved things inside, they aren't things you can kill or run from. They're inside you. They're yours, and they're yours alone, just like your soul is meant to be. You've got to face these things and conquer them from within. Conquer yourself."
conquer the big bad wolf from inside.
"You're not really conquering the big bad wolf. All around you have been these powers trying to say your soul belongs to me, your soul belongs to me. Your soul is yours. It's not something you can just exchange like that." Somewhere there's an applicable contract in the universe that says a soul can and must return to its true owner. Maybe you find that. And maybe it's not a piece of paper or some bit of celestial bureaucracy that you have to navigate. Maybe it's just as simple as saying, "This is mine." But is it really yours until you've resolved what's within you? You're not like other werewolves, Artemis. You're not like anyone in the world. Just be yourself and See what you become. I'm sorry for the nightmares yet to come. They're yours to face, and you'll face them alone here, but please know that you may be unique, but you're not alone. Your friends haven't given up on you. I haven't given up on you. So
I
don't
know
give
you
up.
guys haven't.
Just don't give up on yourself. You better get ready. It's a long road ahead. I don't envy the things you're going to face because you are a formidable enemy. You're a dear friend. I'll see you again. I know it.
Take care of yourself, Callie.
The warehouse. Pile of the corpses of goons all around. The Lethian pitcher lies on its side. You had friends here.
Mm-hmm.
A shuffle in the shadows, and the white suit of a tall, gangly Lazarus steps from the darkness.
Ah, fuck.
His skin seems loose on his body, and his suit slowly displays expanding splotches of red. His eyes are hollow. When he blinks, when his mouth moves, you realize there's nothing inside of that skin. Did I earn this, little girl? Snatch away my chance at immortality, sure. Tear apart my empire, fine. Take my life, that's fair. But you took my skin, little girl.
No, I didn't.
You took my damn skin. He is attacking.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't, though. Digger did. I don't know. Punch the skin?
Okay. Okay. So you punch, you hit, but the skin seems to wrap around your hand
Oh, no.
and slips its fingers against yours, raveling onto you.
Okay, can I try to, like, rip it off?
You want to try to rip?
Yeah.
All right, let's have it. You manage to start pulling it halfway when it starts bonding with your other hand.
Oh, God. Uh-uh. Well, okay, so I can't touch it. Can I, like, wipe it on the ground?
You're already touching it. It's touching you. It's
No, I know, I can't
grasping
touch
you.
it. I can't touch it more, so can I try to, like...
Try to yank away from it.
Yeah.
Doing so, you can feel it like sticking, and it like waves around wherever you try to move it and crawls slowly up your wrist.
Can I, like,
Looking,
bang it on the ground so it'll let me go?
you're trying, and it's climbing and climbing.
No! I don't want to be Lazarus.
Slowly, it pastes itself more and more onto you, sliding up and down along your body. You turn to the mirror.
Oh, no.
You turn to the mirror and you see Lazarus staring back at you. Before the mirror's reflection of everything but Lazarus fades away into a hedge maze of shadows. You hear a distant howl, which doesn't stop, but grows louder and louder. And the mirror seems to expand. You're not moving, but the mirror swallows you into the hedge maze. And the howl becomes beyond all bearing. There's nothing but darkness and noise. And then you're standing by the dining room table back in Seattle. Darian's holding a box with a wedding ring. Erica, if you please.
You don't really think I've given up on you, do you? I know what you are. I know who you are. And I know I'm gonna find you again. We're gonna set this right. Trust me. Trust yourself. You're not gonna hurt me. Don't you ever give up. You don't really think I've given up on you, do you?
Pan the camera back. Artemis lays unconscious in pools behind Multnomah Falls, twitching and snarling, before calming into silent, sleeping tears that Molly wipes away with rags soaked in healing water. That, my friends, is the end of the tale of Artemis Pendergast, Season 1.
To return in May of 2021.
Correct. Ashley, how you feeling?
Oh man, that was an emotional roller coaster.
Was that good?
Yes, but why did you have to bring Soros into it, damn it?
Because we both need closure in and out of game.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for this momentous event for us. It's been a whole season of our first stream games. There are 2 more for William. Now, in the meantime, we can talk a little bit about some of the other programs that we're offering, some of which are related to this game.
Mm-hmm.
First off, let's start with what isn't. We have Jerry at Twitch, 2 crazy old women, and more crazy old people playing the Isle of Dread, the first wilderness campaign I ever played. In fact, the first D&D book I ever picked up, and one which I introduced Ashley to years and years ago. And
that
one
was
which
like
she
the
ran
first
for me.
campaign I ever ran.
It's true, and it was great. So definitely catch that every other Tuesday. We have Crit Chicks, where Ashley and Lindsay interview ladies of the gaming industry and community, talking everything from design to philosophy to anything at all. We have Shop Talk, where I talk to industry professionals and members of the community about the design of the game, the business of getting into it, what it's like, and to an extent, what we like and think is fun. I forgot the end credit music. It's so awesome.
I was gonna say, where's my end credits?
You deserve it. You earned it. We also, getting back to the game, on top, we have 2 more sessions of William Ravelowe.
Yeah.
And after that, while Ashley is on her working sabbatical, we're going to drop a trailer very soon. Yeah, we're making trailers now. We've got a little tie-in game, which should reveal some rather interesting new characters in the same time frame who have their own challenges. I can say right now that it is based around Hunter the Vigil. I can say that it will cross countries, that it draws its inspiration from some of the darkest, weirdest, meanest shit I've ever run, played, read, or seen, and that it will have multiple players. Aside from that, please, please, please sign up for our Facebook, sign up for our, I don't know if we have our Twitter, sign up for our everything. We've got websites, we've got it all. Keep abreast of what's coming up because we're going to be posting everything from trailers to playlists to highlight reels and you name it.
Yeah. We also have, if you like us on Facebook, pinned at the top our services. So if you like watching our games and want to play in our games, there are ways for you to do that. And then we also have some holiday specials coming up. So keep your eyes open for that. I think the Jerry at Twitch holiday special event is already made. It's on our Facebook. It's on our calendar. You will get to see Edie and her lovely siblings, Birdie and Fanny, having a virtual Christmas party with Mavis.
We've already had a couple of people sign up for games and we're posting reviews on our Facebook. Honestly, if we're all going to be locked in, let's be locked in together and tell some stories. Aside from that, please reach out and communicate to us. We would love to know what you'd like to see because ultimately, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being an audience, a participant, and a part of the stories and the legends that are going.
Yep.
Goddamn, we love you.
And we will see you in 2 weeks for William as he runs the gauntlet.
Whatever
And
that
we'll get to
is.
see who will survive.
So, as ever, we want to thank the people who make this show possible beyond your sweet selves. Erica, thank you. That was wonderful. Lindsay, Heidi, Sarah, and to everybody else who is contributing. The people who are joining 3SR both as watchers and as family. Dustin, welcome. Everybody. Becca, welcome. So, yeah, that's what we got for you today. Thank you so much. Love you all. We'll see you soon.